Let me be blunt for a second. If you're a roofing contractor relying on the same Google Ads setup you had for the last 2, 3, 4 years, you're already behind. You just don't feel the pain yet. Most guys think the big threat is more competition or leads getting more expensive. That's not the real problem. The real problem is that Google itself is changing how buyers find roofers, and almost nobody in this industry understands what's actually happening underneath the hood. My name is Melvin Mendoza. I'm the founder of Juggernaut Marketing, and my team works exclusively with roofing contractors just like you across the country. In this video, I'm going to break down why Google is quietly rewriting the rules of lead generation, why keyword-based roofing ads are losing their edge. Number 3, what separates roofers who dominate their market from the ones who consistently are just getting price shoppers over and over and over again. This isn't theory. This is where the puck is going. Let's get into it. For years, Google has worked like a vending machine. Somebody types in roof repair near me, you paid for the click, you landed on your site, and hopefully you close the job. It's simple. But buyers don't behave like that anymore. Not with AI, not with ChatGPT, with Gemini, Claude, all these different search queries, right? Today, homeowners don't just search like the keyword roof repair, roof install. They do research. It's a longer message that they're actually typing out to get more information. They have the knowledge now, right? So a typical question they could ask on ChatGPT is this storm damage or is this just wear and tear? Will insurance actually cover this? What question should I ask a roofer before signing? Who do I trust in my area? Give me a couple brands, give me a couple roofing companies. Google noticed this behavior shift, and instead of fighting it, they've leaned all the way in. They're inherently rolling with the punches, where it's almost like they're kind of throwing in the white flag of how they used to make all this money, and they're riding the AI wave, and search is becoming more conversation based, not keyword based. That changes everything for you as a roofing contractor and how you're actually going to gather intent and get speed to motivation of homeowner. Here's the uncomfortable truth. 2 roofers can bid on the same keyword when it comes down to Google Ads, or their marketers. They can spend the same budget, but realistically, they can get wildly different results. Why is that? It's because Google is no longer matching words, they're matching intent. And I want you to think about this. A homeowner who types roof replacement cost is very different from someone thinking and typing, we just had a storm, water spots are forming above my daughter's bedroom, insurance adjuster is coming next week and I don't want to get screwed. That second person might never type the words roof replacement cost, but Google, leveraging AI and now having a brain of its own, Google knows exactly where they're at mentally, right? And I want you to think about your ideal client. Right? I want you to think about the leads that are coming to you right now. Are you getting these price shoppers? Are your current marketers compounding a type of customer that you don't want without you knowing? Google is now deciding who deserves that traffic, not based on keywords alone, but based on trust signals, based on what you're feeding out to the algorithm, based off what you're feeding out to the search over and over again. For example, if Google is consistently seeing that you're putting out content where you're trying to find a lower end client, they're going to think this is what they want. Let's give them more volume of a lower end client, versus if you're putting out good content where the content is more so around a higher quality person, Google is going to say, don't feed them the bad person, feed them the higher intent person. And that compounds over time, right? I think here's what most roofers really miss. Like in the last 10 years working with roofers and home improvement guys in general, I think Google is evaluating your entire business presence, not just your ads, right? So we're looking at a couple different things: your website, your Google reviews, your before and after photos, social media activity, brand consistency, how people talk about you online. All of that feeds into this giant brain, this giant machine. It feeds into how confidently Google puts you in front of high intent homeowners. All right, I tell my clients this all the time. Google has its own trust system based off of content, and they give their best buyers to the best businesses. And that's the question that I want you to ask yourself right now. What are you currently doing to put yourself above other businesses when it comes down to intent? It's kind of like when you're running a sales team. You're not giving your best leads to everyone. You're giving them to your best people, and Google is automatically ranking you, and your marketers are doing things that are placing you lower in the ranking, but having you spend more to get them a higher perceived result. I've seen it for years. Again, if you want help in navigating that and what that looks like, me and my team schedule a call with us. We've all worked corporate for over 10 years. We're not your standard 17-year-old marketer who's going to come in and run your Facebook ads. We're actually going to take a deep dive look at your SEO, your website, your Google ads, and honestly how AI is changing the marketplace in terms of how we're ranking you amongst everyone else, how we're putting the highest intent homeowners in front of you, how we're getting the most motivated people in front of your best salespeople. That is what we do. So if your online presence looks slapped together, if your reviews are weak or inconsistent, if your messaging is generic, you're almost training Google to treat you like a commodity. And commodity roofers, they get commodity leads, right? Let me put this in terms of roofing terms. Like Google is like an insurance adjuster, right? It's asking, is this contractor legitimate? Do they know what they're doing? Are homeowners satisfied after the job? Would I feel safe sending my best business claims here? If the answers aren't clear, Google plays it safe and gives it to the lead to someone else that they feel is more qualified. That's why some roofers feel like we're spending more, but leads are almost worse. It's not bad luck, it's bad signals. And that's what your marketer is missing, or if you're running it yourself, that is what you're missing. Again, something that worked a year ago is not gonna work now, guys. It's the attention market. We always have to be ahead of the curve, and the way that we're doing that is we're spending so much money on ads between the culmination of all of our partners. We always have the fastest pulse on what's working right now. Here's the new playbook that we run at Juggernaut Marketing. We stop obsessing over cheap leads. If you're still buying shared leads, you're way behind. But even if you have exclusive leads, we stopped obsessing over cheap leads. Instead, we engineer, number one, strong conversion signals. That's the most important thing. What is our offer? What are our strong conversion signals? We optimize for clean tracking tied to real revenue. Out of the marketers that you're working with, or even your team, where's the revenue coming from? Do we have our numbers? Do we have our attribution? What is our brand authority that Google can clearly understand? Okay, and campaigns optimized around quality outcomes, not form fills, not leads. Think of Google ads less like a slot machine where you're just boom, and more like training a top sales rep. If you reward it for junk leads, you get more junk. If you reward it for closed jobs, it finds better homeowners. And the system compounds over time. It is a freaking freight train. I have guys where maybe the campaign doesn't perform for 45 days, but thereafter that, we're not touching it and it is just ripping. Even a lot of our re-roofs are coming from organic, okay? So the roofers who win, they're not hacking Google, they're teaching Google specifically exactly who their ideal customer is, okay? And look, I get it. Most roofing contractors didn't sign up to become digital marketing experts. I've been in the space over 11 years and I'm a super nerd, right? I love this stuff. You're out there running crews, managing stuff, dealing with weather, adjusters, payroll, general liability, like you're managing so much. And that's literally why Juggernaut Marketing exists. We don't sell leads. We build predictable acquisition systems designed for how Google and AI actually works now, not how it worked 5 years ago. If you want to understand why your current marketing is stalling or how to build something that actually compounds, you can check out the link below and book a conversation with my team. No pressure, no fluff, just clarity. The shift is already happening, guys. The roofers who adapt early will own their markets, and it's not that hard. Not right now during the time of AI. The ones who don't will keep wondering why it feels harder every single year. The ones who've been in business for 20 years and relying on, I've been in business for 20 years, I'm gonna get referrals. Those are the ones that I'm seeing go out of business. Those are the ones that I'm seeing who want to pass it to their kids. Their kids don't want to work for the company anymore because they don't want to door knock. They're losing. They're not making sales, okay? So if you want to find an easier way, a more efficient way, if you want to stay ahead of where roofing marketing is going, subscribe, and I break down this stuff every single week.